assembly hall in Geneva was silent, filled with the heavy scent of ozone and expectation. Marcus Leinhardt stood behind the curtain, checking the seal on his goggles. His salt and pepper hair was swept back, and his face was a map of hard-won experience. He wasn't here to ask for permission. He was here to announce the end of the old world. Marcus stepped into the spotlight. The world's leaders and greatest minds looked on, their faces blurred by the intensity of the stage lights. He gripped the edges of the lectern, his presence commanding the room. He didn't start with a greeting or a platitude. He looked directly into the cameras, his gaze rugged and uncompromising. "The surface is a lost cause," Marcus's voice boomed, echoing through the vast chamber. With a flick of his wrist, a massive holographic display ignited behind him. It showed the Earth not as a solid blue marble, but as a honeycombed shell. "Project Acheron is the only way forward. We will move the problem to where it can no longer hurt us." The presentation shifted to show technical schematics. By using high-yield controlled nuclear charges at strategic points across the ocean floor, we will breach the primary crust, Marcus explained. The hologram showed red markers detonating, followed by water cascading into the depths. We will drain the rising tides into the hollow below. In the third row of the audience, Dr. Arya Wen felt a chill that had nothing to do with the air conditioning. She stared at the screen through her thin-framed glasses, her mind racing through the geological implications. Her black, bob-cut hair framed a face pale with sudden, sharp realization. The math didn't add up to a solution, it added up to an ending. "Stop!" Arya's voice cracked through the hall like a gunshot. She stood up, her chair clattering against the floor. Every head in the assembly turned toward her. On stage, Marcus stopped mid-sentence, his eyes narrowing as he found the source of the interruption. Arya didn't flinch. She stood her ground, her silhouette sharp against the glowing stage. "This isn't a solution, Marcus. It's planetary suicide," Arya shouted, her voice trembling with a mix of rage and fear. "You're talking about shifting quadrillions of tons of mass in an instant. The pressure differential alone will destabilize the upper mantle. You won't just drain the oceans, you'll crack the world like an egg." Marcus remained unmoved. He looked down from the height of the podium, his expression one of weary condescension. "The mantle is sturdier than your fears, Dr. Wen," he replied, his voice flat and devoid of empathy. "We are out of time for caution. The world needs a surgeon, not a philosopher." "You're going to kill us all," Arya screamed, but her protest was cut short. A massive security guard named Warden stepped into the aisle, his hand clamping down firmly on her shoulder. He was a wall of muscle in a dark suit, his face a mask of professional indifference as he began to force her toward the exit. A second guard, Leo, grabbed her other side, and together they hauled her toward the heavy soundproof doors. Arya kicked and clawed, her glasses sliding down her nose. "Listen to me," she yelled one last time as the doors began to swing shut. "Check the mantle stability. Marcus, check the..." The doors clicked shut, leaving the hall in a chilling, expectant silence.